Here's the best verified games to play on your Steam Deck right now, starting with an epic journey into the realms of God of War. This game originally debuted on PlayStation 4 back in 2018 and was recently released on PC. So prepare for an odyssey that transcends the ordinary, blending mythology, storytelling, and visceral combat into an experience that involves the original God of War formula into the modern era. At its core, this game is a saga of father and son, an exploration of relationships in the midst of gods, monsters, and the chaos that ensues. Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, now finds himself in the frosty landscapes of Norse mythology, accompanied by his son Atreus. The story isn't merely a backdrop, it's a living, breathing entity that shapes every swing of the Leviathan axe and every encounter with the Pantheon. The character development within God of War is a masterclass in subtlety and nuance. Witnessing Kratos' transformation from a vengeful god to a father attempting to navigate the complexities of parenthood is nothing short of remarkable. Atreus, too, undergoes his own journey, evolving from a curious child to an integral part of the narrative tapestry. The dynamic between them is the beating heart of the story, providing emotional depth that resonates throughout the game. Now let's talk about the gameplay. The combat in God of War is a symphony of brutality and precision. The Leviathan axe becomes an extension of Kratos' will, each swing carrying the weight of his past and the fury of his present. Long gone are the button-mashing brawls of the old God of War games. Now you have to actually think about how you want to get creative in combat and how to best utilize Atreus as well. Every encounter feels like a test of skill, demanding adaptability and a mastery of the game's robust combat system. The exploration of the game is another standout feature. The realms you traverse are not just backdrops. It's not the snow biome and the desert biome. They're living, breathing worlds filled with lore, secrets, and challenges. From the towering peaks of Midgard to the mystic realms that lie beyond the Bifrost, every corner is an invitation to uncover the rich tapestry of Norse mythology. The interconnected design of the world enhances the sense of immersion, making exploration a journey of discovery rather than a checklist of waypoints like in most games. Now let's discuss the visuals. God of War on the Steam Deck brings to life the grandeur of Norse mythology with breathtaking fidelity. The attention to detail is evident in every frost-covered tree, every stone pillar, and every mythical creature that roams the realms. The artistry behind the game transforms each locale into a painting. The game looked beautiful on the PS4 and looks just as amazing on the Steam Deck. The sound design in God of War is not merely an accompaniment. It's a character in itself. The haunting melodies, the thunderous roars of mythical beasts, and the resonant clash of weapons contribute to an auditory experience that elevates the emotional weight of every moment. The voice acting, led by Christopher Judge as Kratos, is nothing short of phenomenal, adding depth and authenticity to the characters. God of War on the Steam Deck plays wonderfully and looks as good as it ever has. The combat is fun and satisfying, the story is deep and rich, and the world is large and exciting to explore. I think this God of War reboot took the series to a whole new level, and this is a game that pretty much anyone can enjoy. And don't worry if you've never played any of the other God of War games, you'll love this one either way. And before getting into the next game, let's take a quick look at this video sponsor. Introducing the Super Mini from Zendure, a 10,000 mAh portable charger that is only the size of a credit card, but despite its insane portability and small footprint, this thing packs as much power as power banks twice its size, including 20-watt quick charging and power delivery. The Super Mini is able to charge any devices you need very quickly, including your phone, tablet, and even your Steam Deck. It also comes equipped with a USB-A port as well as a USB-C port for maximum compatibility. It can charge 2 devices simultaneously, and is available in 8 captivating colors to fit your every aesthetic. Click the link in the description to learn more about the Super Mini and grab one today to complete your everyday carry needs. And thank you to Zendure for sponsoring this video. Let's embark on a journey into the heart of feudal Japan with Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, an unrelenting masterpiece that marries precision combat, atmospheric storytelling, and a world that breathes with the echoes of a bygone era. From Software, the company renowned for their Souls series, takes a bold step in a new direction, delivering an experience that challenges the very essence of skill and resilience. The game's narrative unfolds in a world steeped in Sengoku-era mysticism. The tale of the one-armed wolf, a disgraced shinobi named Sekiro, unfolds against the backdrop of war, ancient secrets, and the supernatural. The storytelling, while subtle and cryptic, weaves a story that gradually unveils the stakes and motivations, inviting players to decipher the mysteries of this hauntingly beautiful world. The combat in the game is an insane amount of fun. First off, forget the traditional health bars you might be used to. In Sekiro, it's all about posture. It's like a stamina bar, but for both you and your opponent. The goal is to break your enemy's posture and open them up for a killer move. Now, you're not just hacking away, you're strategizing, blocking, and countering in a rhythm that keeps you on your toes. But enemies aren't just standing around waiting for you to swing at them. They're aggressive, smart, and they'll remember your moves. It's not button mashing, it's a mind game. You've got to learn their patterns, figure out their tells, and time your blocks and counters perfectly. It's a bit like playing a high-stakes game of rock, paper, scissors, but with deadly consequences. The world design of the game is pretty awesome. Dilapidated temples, dense bamboo forests, and towering castles breathe with an authenticity that transcends pixels and polygons. Exploration is rewarded with hidden pathways, secret encounters, and lore that fleshes out the rich history of the land. Sekiro's progression system is pretty well crafted. As the shinobi, you unlock new combat arts and upgrade your prosthetic tools. But each enhancement is a tool, not a crutch. The game consistently demands the utmost from your skills, ensuring that no amount of upgrades can substitute for mastery of the blade. The boss battles in Sekiro are where the game really shines, each encounter a unique test of skill and adaptability. From the blazing fury of a chained ogre to the elegant dance with a sword saint, every boss is a masterpiece in design and execution. Each victory is a triumph earned through perseverance, turning what could be mere obstacles into defining moments of the journey. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice stands as a magnum opus in From Software's illustrious catalog. It's an unyielding odyssey that demands mastery, an exploration of a world steeped in history and mysticism, and a triumph of game design that challenges and rewards in equal measure. For those seeking an immersive and challenging experience that transcends the boundaries of traditional gaming, Sekiro beckons as a rite of passage for people who love challenging and engaging games. Cyberpunk 2077, developed by CD Projekt Red, promised to be a groundbreaking title, blending a gripping narrative with a sprawling open-world set in a dystopian future. Released amid high expectations, the game faced initial challenges, particularly on last-gen consoles, leading to a wave of fair criticism. Since then, CD Projekt Red has been committed to addressing these issues through various patches and updates, culminating in a huge update collectively known as Cyberpunk 2.0. And honestly, the game is better than it's ever been. One of Cyberpunk 2077's most praised aspects is its narrative depth. Set in the technologically advanced but morally bankrupt Night City, the branching narrative, influenced by player choices, brings a sense of consequence to decisions, making each playthrough feel unique. Night City itself is a marvel of world building, a sprawling metropolis with distinct districts, each reflecting a facet of the game's cyberpunk aesthetic. The neon-soaked streets, towering mega buildings, and the contrast between opulence and urban decay contribute to an immersive atmosphere. The game's character design, particularly the major NPCs, is notable for its detail and uniqueness. From the charismatic Johnny Silverhand, portrayed by Keanu Reeves, to the various fixers and gangs, each character is brought to life with meticulous attention to detail. Gameplay in Cyberpunk 2077 blends first-person shooting, stealth elements, and RPG mechanics all at once. The ability to augment VE with cyberware and customize playstyles adds a lot of depth. There's just a lot to love here to fit every playstyle. Stealth, full aggro, tech hacking, and tons of other ways to customize your specific playthrough. Now, despite the initial challenges, Cyberpunk 2077 received praise for its ambitious vision, storytelling, and world building. The new 2.0 update has polished every single rough edge, making Cyberpunk stand as an exemplar of a game that rose from a tumultuous launch to finally fulfill its potential. The game runs very well on the Steam Deck, despite the intense graphical requirements. You'll end up playing at 30 to 40 FPS on your deck, but it doesn't feel like you're playing a dumbed-down version of the game. This is the full-fat, best version of Cyberpunk we have ever received, and I think everyone should go give it a shot. Let's dive straight into the Spider-Verse with Spiderman Remastered on the Steam Deck. This isn't just a stroll through the streets of New York, it's a web-slinging adventure that's been given new life on the compact screen of the deck. First thing first, the visuals. Spider-Man Remastered was a visual feast on larger screens, and the Steam Deck manages to capture the essence of that spectacle. Swinging through the city feels just as dynamic, and the details of New York, from the bustling streets to the towering skyscrapers, are surprisingly well preserved on the smaller display. The web-slinging acrobatics remain a highlight. The fluidity of Spider-Man's movements is not compromised on the Steam Deck. Scaling down the skyscrapers and performing acrobatic flips and diving off buildings, it's a visual treat that retains its charm. Now let's talk about the bread and butter of any superhero game, the combat. Spider-Man's combat is about agility, finesse, and using the environment to your advantage. The controls adapt seamlessly, allowing you to zip around enemies, perform dazzling combos, and unleash a variety of web-based gadgets with ease. The intricacies of dodging, countering, and web-slinging during combat are translated faithfully to the handheld format. Whether you're facing a gang of street thugs or an iconic supervillain, the combat feels intuitive and action-packed. Spider-Man's charm goes beyond the spandex suit. It's about Peter Parker's struggles, the relationships with other characters, and the responsibility that comes with being a superhero. The interactions with characters, the witty banter, and the emotional moments are all there, making you feel like you're holding a superhero saga in the palm of your hands. Now, like every TV critic in the 1990s after watching Sex and the City, I also feel like New York City is a character in itself. The open world exploration, the side missions, and the collectibles are all condensed into a portable adventure. The game's structure lends itself well to on-the-go gaming, turning your deck into a portal to the Marvel Universe whenever you have a moment to spare. Ultimately, Spider-Man Remastered on the Steam Deck is not just a port. It's an invitation to swing through the city and embrace your inner hero wherever you are. The game's visual splendor, dynamic combat, and compelling narrative make this game super fun and very compelling. So get ready to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man anytime, anywhere, right from the palm of your hands. Let's embark on a journey through the sprawling landscapes of Eos, where the echoes of a kingdom's fall linger in the air, and the bond of four friends is tested against the backdrops of a grand adventure. Final Fantasy XV is a tale that unfolds like a road trip with friends. It takes you on an odyssey that transcends the boundaries of traditional RPGs. Like most story-based games, the heart of this game lies in its narrative, with themes of friendship, loss, and destiny. The story follows Noctis, the heir to the Lucian throne, and his companions as they set out on a road trip that evolves into a quest of epic proportions. At its core, Final Fantasy XV is a character-driven narrative. The camaraderie between the four friends is the driving force behind the story. Their banter, struggles, and moments of vulnerability paint a vivid picture of their relationships, making you feel like a participant rather than a mere spectator. As Noctis, you witness the transformation of your friends from carefree road trip companions to stalwart allies in the face of adversity. Final Fantasy XV introduces an open world structure where exploration is encouraged, and hidden treasures, dungeons, and side quests await those who dare to stray from the main path. The Regalia, your trusty car, becomes more than just a means of transportation. It's a mobile base for conversations and reflections among friends. The open world format gives the game a dynamic quality, as weather conditions, day and night cycles, and random encounters with monsters add unpredictability to your journey. Now, concerning combat, Noctis, the prince and protagonist, wields a multitude of weapons, and combat is a blend of strategy and real-time action. The wait mode allows for a tactical pause, letting you assess the battlefield and plan your moves. But this game is not the turn-based gameplay you might be used to from old Final Fantasies. It's 100% a full, real-time action game. The synergy between Noctis and his companions during combat is a focal point. The AI-driven friends provide support, execute combination attacks, and even rescue Noctis when he's in a tight spot. This camaraderie in combat mirrors the bonds established in the narrative, reinforcing the theme of unity against adversity. The attention to detail in character designs, environments, and magical effects is absolutely beautiful. The transition from day to night and the atmospheric changes reflect a level of craftsmanship that enhances the overall experience. And while this game may have come out a while ago, it still looks absolutely breathtaking and plays amazingly well on the Steam Deck. I'd even go as far as to say as the gameplay is perfect for short burst gameplay sessions on the handheld. The game is an ode to the enduring power of friendship, a journey that immerses you in its world and leaves an indelible mark on your gaming odyssey. If you've never played a Final Fantasy game before, don't worry. This one is a brand new story with brand new characters, and I think you're going to love it. My name is Jason. Thanks for watching.